Hello everyone, so I just wanted to make a quick video about the Rusty Serverless API. It's a project that I've been working on mainly to use some of the AWS services to actually get some hands-on practice with this. So for this particular project, I used four main services, which are the API gateway to actually receive the requests from the client, the Lambda function to execute and process these requests, and DynamoDB to store data, and IAM role to allow Lambda function to actually write, read, and all the basic CRUD operations one could do to DynamoDB, and write logs to CloudWatch. Now here's the diagram. That's the overview. So it's very simple. The client sends an HTTP request, could be to creator, whatever, and then in the API gateway we receive that request and we route it to we actually give that to Lambda to actually process, and we'll see in a moment that more in detail. But yeah, that's the overview. I used Terraform to spin up all the resources, all the AWS resources. So let's go actually to the AWS console and I'll show you guys the specifics of this. So first off, let's start with the API gateway. So the API gateway, this one you see here, so it has like the resources. For this case, the actual path you have to concatenate to the URL is items, and then you can just from there you can just specify either delete, get, post, or put. I wanted to make it like that just to keep it simple, since the application is not really gonna handle any more complex routes or anything like that. So very simple. The name itself says what it does. I don't really have to explain this. That's for the API gateway side. Now on the Lambda side, where we actually process this, I wanted to go the actual API with Rust, just because I've been using it a lot and I like it. Just had to compile it and upload it. You just compile it, upload it to Lambda, and that's it. You have your function. You can't really see it because again it's compiled. I didn't wrote it directly here in the AWS console. For more details, of course you can go ahead and watch the repository. I'll link the repository in the video description. But yeah, this is the function. Of course, since we set up CloudWatch monitoring, we're able to see like all the requests that we've made, the recent requests, and etc. Now for DynamoDB, this is the actual table. As you can see, and like I said, the model is very simple. It's just an ID, which is a type string, and then we have some data, which is also string. Really simple. And then regarding the permissions and security, I created a role which is called Rusty Lambda policy. It's actually very simple as well. Like I said before, we need full access to DynamoDB because we want to perform all the possible CRUD operations. So that is why I give it full access. For CloudWatch, the only thing we need that Lambda, the only thing that Lambda needs to do is just write the logs there, and that's it. Yeah, I think that's it on the AWS side. Now let's go and actually perform a couple of requests just to validate that everything's working correctly. So as you can see here, we don't have the record number 4 with ID number 4, so we're gonna go ahead and create that one. So we're just gonna send this request with the ID, the data, and it says item with ID 4 has been created. We can verify this in the console. So here 4 with demo, great. Now what we can do also is just get that. We can do it here, and then we get the recently created record. Now we want to update, and say we want to update the record. Again, just the same payload but modified data. So it says item with ID 4 was updated, and indeed it was updated. We can go ahead and get it again, and we get it updated. Now say for instance we want to delete it, so we can go ahead and item 4 has been deleted. So we refresh here and we no longer see the record there. So I think that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up, and see you on the next one.